Welcome to another episode of Art Power. My name is Stress Allen, and I'm your host. Today, we are reacting to Kid Cudi's perspective and philosophy and his why onto why he started painting or became a painter or started expressing himself through paint. Let's get into it.
The joy I get from painting is like no other joy on earth for me. Which is why I'm diving in head first. A lot of my paintings have dark undertones. Some of them are like warnings, things that I learned the hard way. Self-sabotage, being your own worst enemy. I wish I had that in mind like 10 years ago. I wish I knew that I was literally putting a wrench in my bike spokes on my own life.
Man, I think that's something that a lot of us wish we knew earlier. I know I do. It's like you are your own worst enemy, and you are because you allow yourself to be at war with yourself instead of choosing to be at war with the world. You know, I think from a fundamental perspective or from a first principles perspective, like it all starts with the thought. Our thoughts, how we talk to ourselves, has a direct impact on how we speak to others. Our thoughts also inspire our actions, which our actions turn into our habits define our character, and our character, so on and so on and so on. So, yeah, I wish a lot of us, well, I think a lot of us wish we knew earlier the damage that we were causing on ourselves by thinking the way we think or allowing ourselves to look at things from a certain perspective. It's growth.
When all I had to do was wake up and make the right decisions. Painting does help me stay in the light. It's very therapeutic. Oh yeah. I turned 40 and I said, you know what? I need something else to like take my mind off things. Something that just frees me. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna buy me some paint, I'm gonna buy me some canvases, and I started getting after it. This was exactly what I was searching for, exactly what I needed. I just instantly, at a young age, took to the arts. Some of my favorite field trips when I was a kid was the museum in Cleveland. I loved it. When I was younger, me and my mom would make books together. Like, she'd take my art and we'd make a book, take it to Kinko's, we print out the pages. So from like elementary school to like high school, I wanted to be a cartoonist. That was what I thought I was gonna be. This, I did when I was 13. I paused the movie and just drew it from the screen. It's some artwork I did in the 5th grade. It's a character named Naughty Spun, and there's a jetpack.
This is like one of my current battles that I'm going through within. It's just like I mainly draw on, where is that thing at? I mainly draw on my iPad, right? And it's a beautiful thing. I have an infinite canvas. I can just draw and keep drawing and keep drawing and keep drawing without the limitations of a page. But the downside of that is that I don't have a physical piece of paper that I can show. I guess I could take a screenshot and compile the screenshots into like a form and say I drew this on this date and just make sure I number them. But there's something about having a physical object in your hand and the nostalgia it creates from, like, I'm looking at him looking at these old photos and I'm just thinking like I I wonder if he feels the thoughts that he felt when he first drew that as a 13 or as a 14-year-old. So tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think that I should purchase and I'm losing the word, the thing that people drawing, a sketchbook, or should I continue to draw digitally? Let me know.
Nutty Spun turned on his jetpack and went all the way up into the sky. Then came along a spaceship and messes up Nutty Spun's hair. It was bright white. He was in space. Finally, Nutty Spun falls while the spaceship blows up. Nutty Spun was safe because he was on Mars, and he knew aliens didn't exist. Or did they? Weird shit, man. That was the big dream up until about 16. Then I decided I wanted to be a rapper, and then, I hit the ground running with that. It's like nostalgic, feeling the happiness and the freedom I felt as a child drawing at 41. It's crazy. I was always doodling in my room. That was like my sanctuary, where I could just sit and dream, and it was the best. That's where I spent a lot of my time as a kid, in my room, alone. It definitely feels like I'm in my childhood bedroom when I'm painting. It's nice. The subject matter that I'm really aiming for with my work is mostly the darkness. Oh man, dark thoughts. They'll find you if you let them in. They always know where to find you. It's kind of like the demons are chasing him.
The cinematographer in me or the filmmaker or the photographer in me. That shot that we just looked at, I like that shot. I like this shot.
The demons are chasing.
Like this shot right here, this is an elite shot, I might steal this shot for one of my intros for my vlog. It's just like, aesthetically, it's just like, it's centered. It's it's balanced on both sides. The different colors, yeah. I like this shot.
It's like, ha ha ha, thinks it's funny. Thinks it's fucking funny. This is a reflection of my past, This is like, the demons were always around me. It's pretty much the same juxtaposition I do with my music. Well, I have a lot of songs that sound really bright and upbeat, but the message is dark. You know what I mean? Like Day and Night. It was super melancholy, but it seemed fun. Or Pursuit of Happiness. Perfect example. That song, for sure. Like with me, I see things, I see sound and color. So Pursuit of Happiness is like bright pink, orange, yellow. But the subject matter is like a dark, like a black and a burgundy, With music, I have to have people around to do certain things. You gotta have an engineer. With painting, it's just me. Starting out, I need to explore as much as possible, Just keep riffing. First thing I need to look for are doorknobs. Actually, I can use this doorknob here. I can unscrew it. I'm at the antique spot, and I have an idea. I want to get this door and paint it, no, I could leave it as is. I don't have to paint all over this door. I think this is what's fire about it. It's kind of like has some life on it, you know? There's some shit in here, man. Oh yeah, get one of these. Hell yes. It's gonna be super dope. I'm not going by Kid Cudi for my art journey. I'll be going by Scotty Ramon, my first and middle name. I never really liked being called Scotty, so this is kind of weird that I'm going by this, but I feel like it represents the art really well. This is Max. This is the versus figure. War with yourself, you know, like, what is that like? And I was like, oh man, it's almost like a version of you coming out of your body, like trying to kill you. Yeah, if you want to make someone suffer, you use a knife. It just seemed more brutal. You know, it's kind of like the cuts slowly kill you after a while. I usually put on some classical music. You know, I need something without words. I need something that like gives me a feeling. So I was thinking about putting le fin, which is French for the end, right here in the middle. There's something ill about it just saying that. Like, this is the door you see when you die. The door is like something that is a reoccurring theme for me in my mind when I think about the afterlife.
We're like, from an artistic standpoint, my art is inspiring, you know, meant to inspire, but it's all about resurrection and getting back up after falling, you know, which is the complete opposite of this. His is like about death and facing death, and I guess being comfortable with the shadows, and I guess he's finding like peace and expressing this part of himself, you know, on canvas, on doors, on antiques. You know, it's just interesting to see and to witness, you know, people find a place or a medium to like let it all out, let everything out, you know.
Like you go through a door to go to the next chapter, the other realm. Just thinking about the past, it's coming out in the paintings. I haven't been depressed in years, but let's say it happens, the art will reflect that. My colors might change. They'll be a lot more disturbing. I'm not looking forward to that at all. I'm hoping to stay in the light for quite some time, you know? Growing up, even through adulthood, especially once I became successful, a lot of the times I would look in the mirror and I would just go, who are you really, you know? Like, who is Scott Mescudi? Who is that person? Who am I? Hey, baby Veda.
Hi, Daddy. I got my Labubu.
Nice.
Wait, I'm gonna open it. Is yours pink too?
I think so. I think I got the same one.
It's so cute.
You just getting home from a game?
I just got a game, yeah.
How'd it go?
It went.
Yeah,
It was so awful, but it's okay.
it's all right. You'll get them on the next one. Y'all been doing good. I had to get my GED in my senior year. I got kicked out. So I've always pushed my daughter to be the best she could be. and in all things that she does. School, sports, you know. As a kid, it's so important to dream because it sets the foundation for your future. And it's important to have parents that encourage dreaming. Some parents are just really fucking hard on their kids, and it's really sad that they don't allow their kids to spread their wings. I encourage Veda, I tell her all the time, you know, you can do literally anything you want to do. Like, you have powers, you are a part of me, and I have powers. So those powers got passed down to you. You are chosen. All right, love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. That's for all your hard work and holding it down and getting good grades and killing it. That's for you. Yeah, no problem. Mwah. All right, baby. Hey. This one here is my first complete painting I've ever done. It's pretty dark, but I don't know. My paintings are warnings, you know, in some ways. It's like a two-part series. Like, there's this, and then there's verses down here. Similar vibes, same message, different imagery. When I went to rehab, I did these. I went to rehab in December last year to kind of take a break on weed and reboot and cut back. And to pass the time, I just painted and just make shit, you know, not any thought about a show or any of that. This was a lesson that I learned in there. Don't talk, don't trust, don't feel, but it's really talk, trust, feel, which I thought was really powerful. This is, like I said, I was just trying a bunch of different things. Just started cutting up shit that you know, had meaning to me, ready for next chapter, back on track. Like, that's where I was at in December, you know? I would have been going crazy in there if I didn't have painting. For sure, for sure. For sure. I don't think they're warnings for me, maybe warnings for other people. These are lessons that I've learned. I feel like it is my job as the ultimate big bro to give guidance to other people that are still in the struggle. That is why my music resonates, because it gives guidance to those who are lost. And I want the paintings to have the same kind of theme. It's all messages on life's bullshit. I feel like that's my duty. That's why I'm here. After rehab, I was kind of taking a step back and thinking about my life, and I just told myself, I was like, look, I'm gonna do everything from here on out that I ever want to do. Like, I'm gonna be the illest version of myself I can be. I love looking at this painting, man. Yeah, this is my favorite. This is post the conversation I had with my mom about her telling me I should, you know, paint the light. Yeah, this is the first painting. That day there was more, you know, positive. I am important, and it took me some time to see that. But I'm an important person on this planet. And I know that about myself now. And I
Definitely, we all are, you know. The moment our purpose runs out, our time runs out, we leave. So as long as we're here, as long as I'm here, as long as you're here, we're here for a reason. You know, we must exercise that every day.
spent years doubting myself. I could have been doing this shit years ago. I'm not doubting myself no more. I can do anything I put my mind to.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Art Power. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. It's good for the algorithm, and I look forward to continue this conversation on the power of art with you next week. Till next time.